Growing worries about the economy are hitting stocks and the housing market hard. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell below 30,000 yesterday for the first time in 17 months. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ also dropped. And with the Fed raising interest rates again, average long-term mortgage rates saw their biggest one-week jump in 35 years. Kris Van Cleave is in St. Louis this morning to show how that affects the once red hot, housing market. Kris, good morning.
Well, good morning, Michelle. We're under threatening skies here in St. Louis, and you could say the same for the housing market with inflation and those soaring interest rates cooling the market. Here in St. Louis, pending home sales were down nearly 10% in May compared to a year ago, and there are parts of the country where property values are actually falling.
Cheryl Leslie is house hunting in Fort Worth, Texas, hoping to move closer to her grandkids.
This is cute. So I'm looking now so that when the prices come down just a tad, I'll be able to know exactly what I need and what I want and where to go.
But as interest rates surge past 6%, hitting their highest point since 2008, an estimated 18 million households who would have qualified for a mortgage in January are essentially frozen out of the market, no longer eligible for that loan. And those who can still afford to buy, a typical new mortgage payment has spiked 52% over the last 6 months.
The market's going to change dramatically.
Mark Zandi is Moody Analytics chief economist.
We will see house price growth level off here, and we'll see some price declines in some of the more juiced up markets across the country, particularly. And in my mind, that's a correction when house prices start to go lower.
Mortgage applications are down more than 15% compared to 2021, dropping 5% in May alone. That's prompting nearly 1 in 5 sellers to drop their price. This week, realty company Redfin announced it would cut hundreds of jobs because of the slowing housing market.
The housing market is in a downturn right now. It's cyclical, and it just doesn't support the number of employees we had before.
This home in Arlington, Texas has been on the market for 28 days, not selling even after the price was dropped. Only a few people came to the open house.
6-bedroom, 5.5. It's 40 to 82 square feet.
Realtor Tina Yason says that's a marked change.
This home, I imagine that 6 months ago would have sold
Very quickly.
like would not have been on the market 2 weeks later.
No.
Now, there is still more demand than supply for homes, so you can't call it a buyer's market yet. But even in red-hot Dallas, the Compass Realty agent that's working with Cheryl in our story there is starting to tell sellers not to expect a bidding war, especially if it's a house that needs work. Nate?
Kris, thank you.